My name's Katie Sheppard. I've been involved in Occupy Sydney since about a week to 2 weeks before we even occupied Martin Place, which would be about the 1st of October 2011. Occupy Sydney in itself as a location, as an occupation, has been here since the 15th of October 2011, and we have been here 24/7 since then, give or take a few days, for a permanent location when we were evicted by cops and dogs and battens, which was in the first week that we were here. The problem was, A, we were protesting, which police don't seem to particularly like, or the people that run the police don't particularly like. B, we're protesting against some of the largest corporations in Australia, and we're talking about financial institutions, which certainly don't want any bad press at all. That first day I turned up, I walked into Martin Place, which as you can see is usually just filled with stragglers and a few people here and there, to find 1,500 people who wanted to make a difference. And that was, even now, like, I even get like, oh, you know, because it was a really beautiful moment, and having never been involved in any kind of activism before, it was something that I'd never really experienced, and it was just beautiful. Yeah, nothing has stopped them from trying to move us on. They have tried in all forms to move us on, from calling a tent a structure, so it's an illegal structure, so therefore we need council approval to have it up, to pointing to the local act. There's signs here saying that you can't stay overnight because part of the local act. However, because as part of the UN Charter, excuse me, as part of the UN Charter, people have the right to protest, and so we fall under that. So every time they try and point to section 735/B of the local Sydney Act, it's like, well, yes, we understand that. However, this isn't a campsite, we're not camping, we're not hanging out, we're not sleeping, this is a protest. It just happens to be 24/7. We're not assigned or aligned to any political party or movement. However, a lot of us are big fans of WikiLeaks and have a great appreciation that WikiLeaks has finally joined a party for the Australian elections, so that maybe we might start to see a bit more transparency in government and corporations, and that's a start. So as long as we can just start something, that's all we do. If I can sleep well at night knowing that I've helped one person or I've educated one person, then I'm done. I mean, I was pretty much of a hippie before that. Peace, love and unity and all of that. I'm also an old raver, and an old raver, you know, where it was all about just the music and people and things like that. But prior, you know, post that, I just got stuck into the working life, you know. Got to work, got to make money, got to buy nice things. Yeah, absolutely, just total blinkers to... Not blinkers, I mean, I saw what was going on in the world, and I watched the news and I cared, but once the news was over, then whatever, next. So that's changed now. If I see something that I think requires more attention, up on Facebook, share it all around, and just get people like, people I work with, you know? I mean, I've educated them for the last 2 years. You know, on what I'm doing. I've gone to work after sleeping overnight here and had a shower at work, you know, and they're like, why have you got a sleeping bag? And I'm like, slept on the streets, whatever. So yeah, it's an interesting, it's been a very interesting time, and I wouldn't change it for the world.